And welcome back to another episode of Cat's Cup Podcast. You're here
Scratch
with your
your
hosts,
cat.
Christian, Cody, and Blake Ramey finally made his
What?
return.
Oh my god!
finally,
It's
yep.
good to see you. I'm not seeing you in so long.
I love
it's
showing up after big disappointments on the football field. So.
You should be
Think
here
last time
more often.
You should have been here every week.
Well, I showed up like against South Carolina. Thought we had things fixed. Apparently, we didn't. So
It takes a return of Blake to get stuff back on track.
yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this.
You're going to try. You're going to try. So, but before we get into our stuff today, Cat's Cup Podcast is presented by Cumberland Auto Rentals. Whether you are looking to rent a vehicle on an insurance claim or planning your next vacation, Cumberland Auto Rentals is here to help you. They are proudly serving the areas of Ewing, Pennington Gap, and Harlan. You can reach them on Facebook or call at 276-861-2710. They are open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, and Friday, 8 to 4. So go check
Does he
them
get
out.
a good discount?
Yeah,
For churches?
from since Justin's on here, I heard.
Yeah, I mean,
we
He said,
should
I
just
heard.
we should
Tell
just
him-
start cutting deals.
if it's for a church, I heard he does 50% off.
God, he's gonna
The first
hate
week
us.
is free as well.
He's gonna hate us. He's gonna have people call, buddy. I heard on their podcast you're on.
If you're enrolled in the Lamb's Book of Life, he'll give you a great deal. He checks on that. So.
He's gonna be him and the customers are gonna be way more disappointed than Kentucky fans. I'll be that. Football fans.
Oh, Lord.
You know, another horrible loss this past Saturday. You know, we kind of thought we had a shot. I ain't gonna lie. I was doing the.
You thought we had a shot. I didn't think we had.
You picked us to win.
I picked us to lose, actually. If you go,
You
back
picked
and
us
look.
to win. You said
Mhm.
Cats 17-13.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Did I really? No, I said we. would
Justin said we would lose.
Yeah, I said we. Or I'm checking that. I know I said we'd lose. You all can talk while I find that.
Justin said 21 Auburn, Kentucky 14. You said 17-10 Kentucky. I got it.
Cody.
Where's the? Why did we not post that?
We did.
No, we didn't. It's
Yeah.
not on the. It's not on here.
Yes, it is.
I'm looking right at it. I did say okay. Well, I thought we could win, but I probably shouldn't have done that. That was stupid.
It's right here, Cody.
I just looked at it. I looked at it.
It's not on here.
Now we only have 2 more SEC games. That's good news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the bad news is we have a game left.
You know, honestly, when I saw Gavin Wimsatt go in late in the game, I was like, I looked at Cody and said, "Is Brock hurt?" Because I was, you don't just throw in a backup just randomly in the game.
I mean, we're playing one as well.
But you don't just throw one in. There was some decent drives. Starting out the first quarter, we looked good.
That was it.
And then after he got the pick,
Man.
it's like it never showed back up.
Yeah, our defense played good there the first half, and then I guess we come out and we just I don't know what happened. Guess we thought we were like, well, it's just so close, we might as well just let them run 300 yards with one person. We'll just let them do that real quick.
Fortunately, I was not there in person. And
Unfortunately, we were there.
I just remember seeing us up 10.
We don't miss our cats. It's our cats.
We
10
don't
to
care if they're
nothing.
gonna win.
Fell
or
asleep.
lose.
I fell asleep after they threw the pick and we intercepted it inside the 50. And I was like, golly, Auburn's horrible. I was like, and then I woke up and it was 24-10 with 6 minutes.
We can
to
see
go.
the.
So I
we can
just
see
like
the,
that there, and I was like, when I woke up, I was like, what happened?
We can see
Sarah,
the
she told me, she's like,
Blake
we didn't do
watching
anything.
college football because Kentucky can have a good lead and then we just. Oh, we'll let them score some touchdowns. It's all right.
I feel like I've been watching the Cleveland Browns, like the Deshaun Watson Cleveland Browns. They're in a game with horrible offense, and then somehow you just chalk up just some horrible offensive drive, and it's just like momentum swings awful. That's just, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's, I like what I listened to Matt Jones on KSR yesterday, and he had somebody call in and was like, you know, and I agree with it. It's, you know, Marcus terms on say he's been a fighter when it comes to being in football, if that makes any sense. Like,
Yeah, it's
you
competitive.
know, yeah, very competitive, and you know, and kind of thing about it, he said, like, you know, I've not seen that competitive. I'm not seeing him been very competitive past couple weeks. You go, this ain't the same Mark Stoops that I've seen in past years, and Blake's already laughing at me. But you know,
it's I don't know, man. It's like there's not the. I think there's just a dysfunction there, and it's gonna take something to get over that. Like you might have to like clean house on it.
I want to know Mark Stoops. What's his record now against winning SEC team? Like SEC teams with a winning record. I know it was atrocious early in the year, but what is it now? And we're getting ready to go. What are we going to finish in the SEC now? Probably 1-7.
We're 1-5 right now.
We'll win. It'll be 1-7.
I mean,
because
probably going to be 1-7.
There's no way you go to Knoxville and beat them. They're going to beat you probably 63-0. I ain't gonna lie. And then you have to go to Texas, and you're probably going to get beat again, maybe 70-something-0. I mean, that's how your football program is playing right now. Like, we look like we look like Bell High's 6th grade team probably. I mean, they would probably compete with us. That's how bad we're playing. Like, it's terrible. Like, I mean, it feels like I'm watching the 2012-2013 season over again, or 2013-2014 season over again. Like, and that team was bad. If you guys are listening and know and watch that season, it was. I mean, you can't watch. I mean, it's terrible.
Cody, who beat us the third game of the season that year?
I like how this is why we probably shouldn't let Blake on. He just
what was the QBR in week 5? What was the attendance rate?
12 people.
Hey, it was literally we averaged 18.7% of our fans there. Promise. You can look it up. Fact check me.
What website was you looking at?
I'm not looking, I swear.
I like how he puts his hands up after it's down. Oh, I didn't look.
It's after trivia. He's always putting his hands up.
I swear I didn't look.
I mean, I agree with Cody, man. Just a horrible showing. As much as Mark Stoops has done good, Christian, I think you were the one that pointed out that winning record against SEC teams that finish above 500 in the conference.
Yeah.
Slowly, that's a trend, and I mean, just when somebody shows you who they are, believe them, right? I mean, he's not a winner in the SEC.
You guys want to know who our first loss was in 2013?
West.
Did you look that up?
I did. I looked it up. You want to know who it was?
Who?
Western Kentucky.
I just got that right, dude. I just said Western Kentucky.
Who was our third game? Who was it?
Third game?
Yeah.
South Carolina.
No, it was Louisville. We lost.
I'm so close.
You were right in the same area, to be honest with you. Really close.
I know.
No, it's just, I mean, like that guy was saying, like, I also hate people like on Twitter. They're like, Mark Stoops ain't done nothing. You know, he's terrible. Like, we should have never hired him. I'm like, no, that's where I'm going. You don't time me out. That's what I'm talking about.
Who's the guy you just said? I love how the guy says that. I want to know who the guy was.
I mean, I said multiple people have been saying
there
that.
are. I mean,
there are tons of people saying that.
People are trashing.
No, you said.
I mean, emotions pick up. Like, I mean, you could be like perfect, and you lose that one game, and somebody on the internet is gonna just overreact or gonna be like, "I told you he wasn't a good coach." Like, that's just how the internet works.
It's like
it's
like the 2018 team when we lost to Georgia at home. Like, and everybody's like, Mark Stoops is a fraud. He should have beat that Georgia team. Guys, He can't. I mean, what did he do that year? He beat a very highly talented Mississippi State team at home by what, like 4 touchdowns? He knocked Florida off for the first time in however long.
Yeah.
I mean, that season was just incredible. I mean, yeah, he lost to Georgia, but I mean, didn't Georgia make the national championship that year?
But here's the thing, though. Like, I mean, you look at that 18 team, and you go look at the 2021 team. Though, like the coaching now, like just the energy on the sidelines does not look the same.
Yeah,
it's like you went to the game and like you knew that there was a shot. It didn't matter who it was. Like, I mean, even when Tennessee came into town a few years ago with Malik Hooker at quarterback. Like, I mean,
let me ask you guys this:
it's crazy.
So, you know, and I do feel like, obviously, I think Mark Stoops has done the best job easily, you know, that we've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think you got to give him credit for everything that he has done. And obviously, generally speaking, I know that this is definitely a bad year, but he has, you know, taken the program forward. And for the most part, like I said, I'll leave this year out. But even on years that were down, you know, take would it have been a 2020 where we were like 4-6? Was that the all SEC year that we had to play because of COVID and everything? So, like, take him in that year. You know, I had 10 SEC games, I believe, and finished 4-6. Losing record, sure. But even then, I always felt like as long as we weren't playing like a Georgia or an Alabama, I always felt like we could still compete with teams. And for some odd reason, he has played with Georgia on more than one occasion, you know, and you could argue could have won this game this year, you know, earlier in the year. So I ask you guys, why do you think that we have this feeling of, okay, we can compete game in and game out with almost anybody in the SEC, right? Even Georgia on occasions. Obviously, we don't play Bama enough to, I really think, gauge, you know, compared to them. But when it comes to an overall conference, really don't feel like we're ever competing for something meaningful in the conference when it comes to like SEC championship. What is the deal? How can we compete with anybody on any given night, but then a lot of times be middle of the pack or lower tier of the SEC when it comes to, you know, the bigger picture? I think that's sort of odd. I mean, obviously having a chance to win those games and lining up and winning those games are different, but maybe it's just me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I speak for a lot of us when I say, like, many times we do feel like we can at least play with people. So I just think that's an odd feeling to be like, we can play with just about anybody, but then once you take a bigger step back, I've never really felt like we were going to win the SEC under Mark Stoops. Not a single time.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
The last time we were on here, I gave a little analogy about Mark Stoops being Moses and our next coach being Joshua. Takes us to the promised land.
By the way, talking about last week, sorry, there wasn't a live episode.
Is it the last episode?
Hey, we didn't go live last week.
I didn't say last week. I said
last episode. But I was apologizing that we didn't go live last week.
Oh, yeah. We
were all busy.
Yeah, we all have work. We all work busy schedules. We all travel a little bit here and there. So we weren't able to get together. But this week we're going to make up for it. We're going to do 18 lives this week.
Hey, we could do a live reaction to the basketball game.
Yeah, we could tonight.
No, I've not got time for that. I've got homework.
Okay, nerd.
I'm sorry.
You would rather study than watch the Cats?
No, I wouldn't, but I have
Christian, it's the same class he's had for his whole 4 years of college. Okay, he's not going to do
introductory to college.
It is. I can't pass it. Like, I don't understand it. Go to the library and then find this book. What's the library? I still don't know.
He is not going to be studying after that game.
He just knows where the coffee shop's at.
I heard he's don't Southeast have that pizzeria now, Cody, or something like
There's
that?
There's a pizzeria.
There's something over there. Cody's the
Eat
number
over
one
there.
customer.
Yeah,
He's been at
he
the
just called me
lounge.
fat. You hear that? He's calling me fat.
No,
Now
no,
you're just putting words in my mouth. man.
he's going for the protein because Cody is a redshirt 5th-year senior.
I'm on my 12th year of
Hey,
college
eligibility.
Mark Stoops' mom, in peace, she said Vince Marrow, coming as that's our source here. He said that Mark Stoops' mom wanted the tight ends to get the ball more. All I'm saying is there's only one of us three on this show tonight that have experience at the tight end position in the game of football. And it's not Blake or Christian.
It's Mean Bean Cody Green.
We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, we appreciate that, Jansen. It's the hat. It's what it is.
It is. I don't got my hat. It's a mother card.
But
But I have ordered the white one, so it's okay. I'll have a different selection of hats. So, State Line Co., they're the best.
facts.
They're the
Facts.
best.
The
And
greatest.
Cats Cut merch. That and Cats Cut merch. Where can you get wrong? Yeah, right there. We got sweatshirts.
Hey, how much?
t-shirts.
How much is this sweatshirt, by the way?
If you want it autographed, it's $9 million.
Okay, that's a pretty good deal.
Why is it
If it's
shaking?
Justin's, it's actually we have to pay you to take it.
Oh,
He's not here to defend himself, so that's.
But
what I'm
I think
saying.
we got rid of our hats, did we not? Didn't we get rid of our hats?
Yeah, we cut them off.
Yeah, we cut our hats out.
sold out.
because-
Let's go.
No,
no,
we threw them in the dumpster. is what
Yeah,
happened.
because they're not as good as State Line,
No,
so we
not
just
at
got
all.
rid of them.
So, but yeah, shout out to State Line.
Yeah,
Great
they're the
company.
best, man. They're awesome.
But going back to football, it's just like I don't know what has to happen to change. It's like almost a culture thing now. It's like week in, week out. There's just something awful going on with the offense, and I don't think Bush Haneman is going to be here after this year. So that's going to make the 5th offensive coordinator in 5 years.
It comes down to being we're so inconsistent when it comes to the football program. Like the basketball program, what were we doing every year? Top 5 recruiting class every year, making the NCAA tournament, even though we were losing the first round every time.
Let's be real. The first few years of Cal, we were making deep.
Well, we
runs.
ain't talking about the first few years of Cal. We're talking about the last 5 years, okay? Because that's
he was there for 15.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
So he had 10 good years. We'll appreciate that. It's kind of like the Mark Stoops thing. It's like he's like
Run its course.
Yeah, it's run its course.
You can't not appreciate what Mark's done for the program. I don't think a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of coaches could have done what he's done for the program. But I'm very grateful for what he's done. But I think it is time.
And may I add, that makes the change harder. I
Yeah.
think,
It does.
Whether it's this year, whether it's 2 years down the road.
It does.
I think the same. I think you see that perfectly with Cal. I'm a guy that I thought Cal's done a lot of good, but I did finally agree. I thought it was time to go, but it definitely makes it tougher to acknowledge that when somebody has had some really good times at a place,
Mhm.
Yeah.
And but every once in a while, they ain't going to live forever.
Now I will say this: if somehow or some way we end up, for one, buying him out, which I highly see happening, and number two,
No.
if he walks
No,
out, it's possible.
I don't
Number
think
three,
that-
he goes to another school.
Cody,
I don't see the first and the third thing happen. I see the middle thing.
we don't
happen, if
have
anything. I think-
oil money. We don't have big tech money, and all the coal
Okay,
mines are
They
shut
got the
down,
bourbon
basically.
money.
And we can't buy them out.
I think
No,
you're gonna. If the only way we're getting a new head coach next year is if some school offers
He
him a
leaves.
job and he leaves.
Hey
If
Matt,
I'm
we
Mark, I
love you,
don't want to
man.
leave.
I mean, I can't say we're gonna beat you all. Unfortunately, you guys are probably gonna beat us 70-something-0. But not gonna say the V word, but yeah, go the orange. people.
Matt, if Kentucky some
Not
way
really.
does win, you have to preach Sunday in an all blue suit.
Please, yes.
Yeah.
And I'll be there.
I want pictures.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I won't be there. I'll be out of town. But
we
please
want
live
pictures.
stream it. So,
we want pictures.
Yeah.
Or just wear a blue shirt, blue something. Blue shirt if we beat you all.
Blue shirt. But speaking of the Tennessee game, guys, what do you think that the score prediction? Because honestly, I really don't think we have much of a shot. So I really don't even want to talk much about it.
I don't either.
Because today we've got Kentucky basketball. So I figured we'd just.
There's no reason to be depressing right now about football. So
we have basketball.
Yeah,
today.
Basketball.
Which I'm very excited about. Actually,
yeah.
Very excited about.
But before we get into that, Cody, are you Batman? Because we just keep seeing. It's like you're in a bat.
I don't have my double monitor on right now. It's hooked up to my Xbox. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. So. Yeah, it goes dark every so often. I'm sorry.
Gotcha.
Gosh dang it! Hold on.
But guys, what do you think the score of the Kentucky-Tennessee game will be?
Lot to little.
Lot to little. Put numbers to that, Blake.
Oh lordy day, we ain't gonna score probably. I'm gonna go ahead and say 42-10. I mean, we'll probably get drilled. I mean,
okay.
No way.
Text that in our group chat. So I'll make the graphic. Okay, Cody, what do you think?
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that Brock don't even start the game. I think that. I'll be honest with you. I see that you put Wimsatt in, and I think you may put Brock in again, maybe the second quarter. And I think you are doing so bad that you probably end up going to play Cutter Ball with the rest of the game. I'll be quite honest with you.
Oh no, you can't do that to the freshman, bro.
I think you let him play. Just let him have his experience.
You don't do that to him. No.
Well, for one,
you put Bo Allen in there before you do Cutter.
I am not putting Bo Allen in there. I have more faith in Cutter
than not put a freshman quarterback.
Cutter Boley is the only quarterback I'm assuming we're gonna have next year because because we lose Wimsatt and then we lose Bo Allen. I don't even see Brock even playing next year, or I see him coming back next year.
He's not going to benefit from being thrown into that.
Yeah,
let him have the reps. Just let him have it.
No, you put him in if you're going to throw him in against Murray State.
No, you do not.
You don't throw him in there. You're going to a top 10 team in the nation, which has
on the road
in one of the most hostile environments in the nation.
I mean, literally.
If he's going to be our quarterback, he's going to have to do it anyways.
Yeah, but you let him kind of ease into that. You don't.
Either way, I don't think we're going to be able to stop their run offense, and I think that Nico's going to throw all over. So I think Kentucky's going to get beat 66-0.
Wow. I'm not going to go that extreme.
I'll go that extreme. Tennessee's good. I'll go there.
I think that Tennessee will just destroy us. And I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 52-17.
I can't. I don't see us scoring any points. I really don't. Maybe 66-3 if they get field goal range, but have one good drive.
I think our run game will get us one. And I think all we're going to do is.
I think Tennessee's D line's way too good for our O line.
I didn't realize they were only allowing 13 points a game.
I'm being dead serious with you. I do not think that our offensive line will be able to handle our defense. Team.
I think we're going to get them in garbage time.
Yeah,
I still don't think we'll be able to score on them.
I think we will.
I'm being dead serious with you. Our offense looks so bad the past couple weeks.
It does look bad.
We were playing against Auburn's probably some of their second string and got to the 1 yard line and couldn't score. What makes you think we're going to do that against Tennessee's?
I want to know how many teams
in the
NCAA have got to the 2 yard line in 3 straight games and not scored off of it. Not a field goal, not scored. I believe it's the last 3 games.
Well, honestly, our offense looks better on the road. We score more on the road.
I don't know.
We don't score much at all. I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
We scored more. Okay, in our last since the Auburn or the Ole Miss game, we've scored more on the road than we have at home.
Our subpar away record is somehow better than our home record. I really don't make
on the road.
How
baby.
embarrassed is Ole Miss? I just really want to know how embarrassed is Ole Miss that they've got one loss and it's us. Well, they got 2 losses, but one of them's us.
If I'm Lane Kiffin, I'm pretty mad because I think we can now admit that game was a fluke.
Yeah, I would say it is. Yes. And I hate I hate talking about Kentucky like that, but I mean it's at the point where like offensive play calling. I mean it looks like Blake could go out there and call plays and do better. I'll be quite honest with you. Any of us listening could do better than what we're calling. I mean we for one we put Gavin Wimsatt in the game. Wonder what we're going to do. We're going to run up the middle every time. That's real obvious.
No, the one thing that lost me completely, like just confused me, was after the game. Like when we were looking. Like when I said earlier, I was like, is Brock hurt? And Wimsatt finished out the game. It was like, you hear Bush Hamden say after the game, he's like, yeah, we set up full drives for Wimsatt to take.
Ain't no way. That is the biggest lie that I've ever heard in my life.
No. If it's true, then, bro, that's a fireable offense right there. I'm sorry. But, like, and also, it's like every time Brock gets a little head of steam, it's like he's in a groove. We pull him out and put Wimsatt in to run. And it's just like, dude, just pick something.
You've got to do something different with Wimsatt. I like the idea of putting him back there and letting him run, but, I mean, it's got to the point where you do the same play every time he comes in the game. You throw the ball one time. Oh, yeah, maybe they're going to get fooled by that, but he's either overthrowing you or he's not throwing it hard and he's not throwing it far enough and it's getting intercepted. Or for one that we can't even catch the ball. Let me say that besides Dane Key, I feel like half our receivers can't catch the ball. Where is Macklin been? I ain't seen him catch a ball in week 2. Anthony Stevens-Brown, I don't even think he's caught a ball all year. Our tight ends aren't getting used enough. I mean, this offense is so confusing. Like, I mean, we've got so many weapons, but we don't use the weapons that we've got, and it's so aggravating. Our offensive line, we can't block nothing. Hey, we let you all run 278. I ain't mad. That's just retarded how we did that. You all got a good running back, and I said the R word. I'm sorry, they're not gonna like that on the radio, but you can cut that out.
Thanks, Cody. I gotta work on it now.
I don't really care.
I do.
I don't care.
Cody is unhinged over here.
And then your defense, we looked like a bunch of middle schoolers playing defense coming out of the second half. I mean, it looked like we just quit playing football. Like we just gave up. Like, I mean, Auburn, they were, like I said, like he just said, we let them run almost 300 yards with one person. I mean, how do you let that happen? That's the most yards I've ever seen us let up, and I don't know how long. We've let that happen. I don't even know if we've ever let that happen.
We probably have. There's no way. There's some running backs, bro, that we faced that definitely have.
I'm gonna find out about that, but it's all around. It's unacceptable. What is he saying?
Nothing. But
yes,
I think this is a good time to transition into basketball. So the Cats actually play tonight. If you're listening on the radio, you will know that this game has already happened. But
also if you I said a bad word, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to keep apologizing because we're gonna cut it all out. Nobody will ever know.
No, you can't cut me out apologizing. Don't you dare do it.
Also, cut out his apology.
We're cutting it all.
Cut my apology out.
We're cutting about 5 minutes out of this podcast. But yeah, Kentucky plays.
So I just talked for no reason right there.
Pretty much. But Kentucky plays tonight. They play as their second exhibition game, their last one before the 2024-2025 season begins. So, guys, how are you guys feeling about the Kentucky basketball, the men's team?
Go ahead, Blake.
Unfortunately, I did not get to watch the first exhibition game.
Uh-huh.
But when I looked at stats, man, it seems like it's going to be a really, really exciting year. I think I talked to Cody on the phone maybe a few days after that, and I told him, it's hard to take anything away when you're playing teams that are basically nobodies. Who was it? Kentucky Wesleyan that week. Is that who we got tonight?
No,
Who was
we've
it we
got
beat?
We beat
we've
Kentucky
got
Wesleyan.
It's
like
Kentucky Wesleyan.
Minnesota State something. I can't
Okay.
remember what
So
they're
Kentucky Wesleyan. That's what I was thinking of. It's hard to feel like it's hard to gauge anything when you're playing people like that. But the positive outlook to me was we drilled a team that we were supposed to do that to. And it seems like the past few years we've really struggled to do that. It's like we're beating these exhibition teams. We played Pikeville up there and we beat them by 15 points. Well, no, you're Kentucky. You're supposed to beat Pikeville by 50 or 60. So I think that was a good thing just to see us go out there, take care of business as we should. And I expect the same thing tonight. 50% from three, that was encouraging as well. Shooting 42, that's a lot of threes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The offense looks smooth. I liked it. I like the defense. After last season,
Butler,
lockdown, dude.
Butler. More steals than we had turnovers. Again, I know you're playing nobody, but that's hard to do no matter who you play.
Now let me say how quick the game went as well. There were hardly any fouls. I'm not saying both teams were doing good, not like killing each other, but there hardly wasn't any foul calls, especially on our end.
Saying the refs were bad.
I'm not saying that at all. And they were great.
They were great.
They were great.
Cody says never call fouls.
Lamont Butler the defensively reminds you a little bit of John Wall. He's smart. And he didn't get a foul call one time from those 5 steals he had. They were clean steals that he got and took back for a basket or had an assist on. But passing looked great. We shared the ball very well. It's one of the best teams that has shared the ball. That probably better than every team that Cal's had besides the 2012 team. I ain't gonna lie. And the Fox and Monk game. The Fox and Monk team. I thought, the Fox and Funk. Him too. Overall we looked really, really good. And like you said, you're supposed to beat those teams 123 to 50 something. But
yeah, it was one thing that I like looking at the box scores and stuff. It's like, so we had 32 assists, 12 steals, and 5 blocks. That stood out to me.
Defensively, you were great.
Even the ball movement, though. 32 assists. You had multiple guys getting those. You had 2 guys with 6, 4 guys with 2, 1 with 4, 1 with 3, and then 2 with 1. So, everybody was really moving the ball out there. Let's see.
Trent Noah? What was he? 4 or 5 or 4 or 4?
Yeah, 4 or 5 from 3.
12 points. Yeah,
pretty good. Pretty good.
Jackson Robinson was 5 for 9 from 3.
Hey,
7 for 12.
Our bench, let me say, very, very good. That's one thing to be confident. What are you doing?
I'm reading.
Oh, very confident about.
Oh gosh.
So Dylan says, "Where did Tech?"
Oh,
Genius
I was
get
so
his name?"
confused what he was talking about until I just read Blake's thing. Blake is a tech genius because he looks everything up as we all.
If you only knew, if you only knew before the pod started, why he said he's a tech.
It's just a miracle I'm here. That's all I got to say.
A miracle.
Yeah, it's miracle. It was meant to be.
But all I know is
technology's great when it works. When it's not, it's a nightmare. That's all I got to say.
A lot of it's the user. But
I'm not going to argue.
No, but I'm really excited about this ball team. We said that pretty much all summer. They looked good. It was cool. It was really fun to watch them actually play. And then got the game tonight, starting here in just a few minutes. So we'll probably wrap this up here in the next few minutes. Yeah, about 18
Cody's
minutes.
going live. Cody's going live on his personal page after the game, giving his own recap. Everybody, be sure to tune in there.
Cody's going to do a post-game interview with himself.
Hey, Cody, great job watching the game tonight. What's your thoughts on the game, man? Oh, great
Cody,
job. Just did a
Cody,
great job.
I'll give him.
Drank
I'll
3
give him.
bottles of water.
Watching it on the TV right here, we just did a good job.
He'll be.
I'll just dump water on myself like we just won a big game or something. Oh yeah.
No,
he'll be at Bell Central's empty gym. Just Cody up there, and he's going to do. You know how on ESPN, like they show you, they can do all the graphic stuff, and the stage becomes a basketball floor and things. That's what Cody's going to try to do. He's going to be at Bell Central, be like, so when you see Trent Noah was here, this is what was going on. He's giving us a Kenny breakdown off of TNT.
Yeah. No, here's the Cody's.
Make sure you watch that.
He's or like one of us go interview Cody post game. So Cody, it looks like on the stat sheet here tonight, you drank 4 bottles of water, ate 2 bags of popcorn, and only went to the bathroom 3 times. So Cody, what do you call how does it feel to be that efficient on the bags of popcorn here tonight?
I feel like I could have got 2 more bags in. I just a little bit disappointed how my performance was. I think I could have went to the bathroom 1 less time. I shouldn't have went twice, but I think I could have drank maybe a Coke instead of some water. I feel like I could have done a lot better tonight, but I'm gonna get back in the kitchen and keep working. So, yeah.
Great, thanks, Cody.
Hey, appreciate you guys. God bless.
So that's how the preview would go. No, but so guys, what's one thing that you guys want to see tonight?
I win.
I mean, aside from that, what's one thing you want to see in the game?
More points.
More points?
More threes. More threes. More threes. More threes.
How many threes do you want to see tonight, Cody?
I'd like to see 30 plus, or not 30 plus. But
we shot 42.
50 plus, 50 plus, 50 plus.
You want to see 50? How many you want to see go in?
30 plus.
Dang. So they hit
That's
21.
Crazy. I mean, I would love it, but that's crazy.
No, I'm just joking.
Really
I think if you shoot the same amount of threes you did last time, I think you'll be good. But I like to see some more points in the paint. I know Owe Otega did. Now let me say he really surprised me. I didn't think he would be as good as I thought he was.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we didn't really play nobody. I'm not saying he's bad or saying that he's good, but
He reminded you of Big John.
He really did. He reminded me of Big John a lot. Putting your shoulder into you and about taking the breath out of you and just killing you. That's just, when he hits you, you have to lay down for a minute because you can't breathe.
He's about to get a Charles Barkley moment on here, Chris. Know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Them girls down in San Antonio like in churros.
Them young boys.
Cody, but Blake, so what's one thing you want to see from the Cats tonight?
Cody, a win, of course, but this is just sort of biased. I would like to see Harlan County native Trent Noah keep it up. And 13th region, man, we are a powerhouse for UK basketball around here.
606, baby, 606.
I would like to see the 3-point shooting again stay about 50%. I feel like obviously if you can hit 45% plus from the 3, if you can do that consistently, going to be hard to beat a team that does that, especially if they're shooting 30 a night. So hopefully just to see that again, and I hope we're just as balanced as we were the other night on the stat sheet. So there and consistency. Let's just take care of business again.
See, I want to see utter domination. I want it first, right off the rip, within the first minute, I want to take a 30-point lead. Within the first minute. No, I'm kidding. But I do want to see. I want to see that same thing, Blake. I want to see very efficient offense, and great defense again. I want to see a little more of Travis Perry. I want to see a little more Travis Perry hitting some threes. Cody, you're muted, bro.
I know I was. I'm sorry. Nothing. No, I agree with you, Joe. I do, Christian.
Yep. But as we begin to wind this episode down, boys.
Hey, we did forget one thing.
What's that?
Whatever viewer, if anybody gets the score correct, we are giving them $150 gift card to whatever store of their choice. If they get the correct score, like they have to pick the winner and the exact score. So
yeah. So
I'm being for real. That'll be great.
You gotta drop it in the chat right now.
Cody, no one's gonna get it. No one's gonna get it right, man.
And Blake's
you say that, and somebody does get it right.
Blake's
and you're paying for it. You're paying for it.
$150 gift card to Cat's Cup.
Okay.
But why don't we just give them? Let's just give a free
hoodie.
Shirt away.
Yeah, we'll give us free sweat or a hoodie.
We'll give you a free hoodie
of your choice.
Do that.
And they got to share.
We'll post something tonight during the game about the content.
And you've got to follow. And you've got to follow. You got to like the page. You got to share the live.
We'll let them know that on the post.
Yeah.
Like and share and comment.
Social security. You have to give
credit
us
card number.
Credit
security
card.
code on the back. Bank account number and routing number as well. That's just to verify you are.
50 Target gift cards, and I need you to come back and tell me all the numbers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay, guys, we're joking. But on the real note, we'll be putting out a post here in just a few minutes, regarding that hoodie giveaway. We might just give one out. Actually, pick the winner right, and we're gonna give one out. Let's do that.
Everybody's going to guess Kentucky, man.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, but we'll put it all in a big wheel, and we'll spin it, and whoever the wheel lands on wins.
This has to be
we're not participating.
The fishing commercial, like you almost had it. It's like an arcade. There's no way anyone should really be allowed to win. We just got to make people feel like they can win.
Yeah, we got to make them feel good.
Pick the winner, and you're entered into the contest.
Oh,
no, actually, we'll just retweet and say
share anything.
Yeah, share the post, and we'll give it out, and then we'll announce that on.
Well, you gotta share the post, like all of our pages, or just whatever. Yeah, like all the pages. Donate $10, and then you get the free.
Do the hokey pokey.
Turn yourself
around. That post
you also have to be.
No, stop. Too much.
You also have to.
No.
You have to send us proof of who you're voting for. And be
Blake,
bro,
Blake,
no.
I knew it. I knew it was going to come out of his mouth. I knew it. I knew. That's why I tried to stop it.
Oh, gosh.
A good survey of their personal Facebook page will tell us.
We're not going to
Speaking of,
anybody.
we do. Before we leave, we got a 60-second segment on politics by Cody.
The end.
Hey, are we going
wants
live?
to talk politics so bad.
Hey,
the only politicking I know is sports. It's the only politics I know.
But all I got to say is who's paying in the Kentucky NIL fund? What politicians? Follow the money. Follow the money. Right.
You might be onto something there. But as we begin to wind this episode down, you know how we always do it. We always have a Bible verse to end it.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, who wants to start this one?
Cody, why don't you go ahead?
Well, hold on. You go ahead. I'm looking at my phone. Hold on. Somebody's messaging me.
Man, if that ain't I don't have my Bible verse.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Romans 12:12. Rejoice in our confident hope. Be patient in trouble and keep on praying. So, just keep your confidence up. You know, keep hope. Be patient and keep praying. I mean, it honestly, great verse. You know, it hits all the topics. You know, be patient in trouble. because a lot of us want to rush that. I mean, even as a sports fan, like you just want to win right then and there. And sometimes it takes a little bit of a process. You got to build the team, because if you skip that process, there's going to be big holes. So I mean, you got to be patient with that. Get the right guys in there, and you got to keep hope, confident hope. You can't just have false hope. Like me, I'm a Browns fan. I always have false hope every year. But if you have that confident hope, it's where it's at, and you keep that in the Lord. It's all you need in life.
If you got that hope and hope, you got that hope and hope.
That's right. But yeah, just keep your eyes on the Lord. Keep praying. That's all you gotta do.
Amen.
So
you want me to go or you go, Blake?
Yeah, you got it.
Deuteronomy 31:6 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." I feel like I've said this a couple times, but it's a cool verse to know that the Lord's always going to be with you. He's never going to go away from you. He's never going to not listen to you. There's a billion people or billions of people in this world. It's crazy that God hears your prayer, hears everybody's prayers, and is always with you for whatever you need. And that's something that's not impossible for him to do. Nothing's impossible for him to do. So, always keep the faith in the Lord, and keep, like Christian said, keep praying.
Great stuff, good job.
I mean, just go ahead, preach, man. Just go ahead and take the floor.
Is Cody gonna be preaching at church Sunday?
I think so.
We can talk to Pastor David on that. We'll work some up. Okay, Blake, let's hear it. What? Wait,
First,
whoa! Before you go, what was that?
I don't know. I heard something.
Was there a bear growling upstairs?
I thought it was.
Calm down.
Man. I mean, Cody, he hit it so good right there. I think God was about to say, "All right, we're coming to get y'all right now." I heard something moving up there.
No, I don't think that was trumpets. I think that was a bear attack.
I think somebody's vacuuming upstairs.
Well, since the game's about to start, here's mine. 1 Corinthians 13:13. This is out of the Amplified Version, but it says, "And now there remain faith, hope, and love. Out of these three, the greatest is love." So, I heard a guy, just short video a couple days ago, sort of got me thinking. He was talking about how he's been beside a lot of people on their deathbed, and he said, the only thing that they, want there is, the people that they love and care about. So, love is definitely, the Bible says that they will know we're Christians by our love for one another. The Bible says, that we can have eternal life because God loved us so much to give up his only begotten son to die for us. So the whole point of the gospel, the reason why we have a hope, the reason why we have a salvation is because of love. That's what changes us. Right. And the Bible says we know we've passed from death into life when we love our brother, so love on people. Love your neighbor.
You gotta love your neighbor, even when they say stuff,
Right.
Yeah,
and stuff that gets under your skin a little bit. Sometimes that happens. You gotta show them.
You don't have to like them. You don't have to like them, but you do have to love them.
That's right. But
so be encouraged now. If you don't like somebody, that's fine. Just love on them.
Great stuff, Blake. Good job.
Yeah,
good job.
Oh, yeah.
But as always, go check us out on everything. Go rate us 5 stars. Go give us a follow. Go check out the merchandise shop. Look at this. You know what?
Look at this.
Look at this nice little Cat's Cut hoodie. You see it?
Nothing
it's beautiful.
Hey, can you hear me or no? Can you hear me or no?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's all.
But go check out the Cat's Cut merch shop. There's some nice stuff on there. It's great wedding attire. I mean, nothing goes better.
Don't forget Cody's post-game show.
Go check that out. Just follow us on all those. Rate us 5 stars. And as always, go Cats.
Go Kitty Cats.
Go Blue.
Oh.